Yes, brothers and sisters, lovers, haters, boys, girls and vibrations, hoping everybody is well. Hoping everybody is having a blessed Sunday. Now, me and Alice were out for some food last night. And I got myself rather emotional. I can do that very easily. I'm a soft ass, I'm highly emotional. These days, I can feel the whole spectrum of emotions because I'm clean. But started talking about what Cullen Mays had asked me on the Central Club podcast. And the question was, what did you want to be when you were growing up? What did you want to be when you were at school? And the answer was nothing. And the irony of that is, the first time I ever reflected on my life, the first time I ever took a proper look at myself was December 22nd or 23rd, 2019 in HMP Preston. It was the first time I'd ever looked back and evaluated me and my life. And the irony was, that is exactly what I had, and that's exactly what I was. Nothing. Now, when it come to being an addict, when it come to using, I was highly motivated, I was tenacious, I was persistent, I was consistent, I was a relentless savage. I could always score, no matter whereabout you put me on the globe, no matter whereabouts in this country, no matter who I was with, no matter if there was a drought, it didn't matter. I could always score my substances of choice because I never gave up. You see where I'm going with this? Now, if I'd have used all them attributes, motivation, tenacity, relentlessness, consistency, if I'd have used all those things to say, towards a career or towards a sport or towards a positive aspect or avenue of life, I know without uncertainty I could have been anything that I wanted to be. Not a doubt in my mind, I could have been anything that I wanted to be. I had a decent level of intellect at school. I was good with numbers. I was good at literature. I was quite a good student when I wanted to be. But instead, I chose to be an addict. I chose to score. I chose to chase substances. My point here is this. I got my life together. And I started in Narcotics Anonymous 13 months ago. All I wanted to do was be clean. That was all I wanted to be. For the first time ever in my life, I wanted something for myself, which wasn't substances, drugs. I wanted something for myself. I wanted to be clean. I wanted a bridge to normal living. And I used the things that I had: motivation, persistency, consistency, relentlessness. I used all that stuff, for something positive. And 13 months later, we're here today on this day, and I've got exactly what I wanted. I'm clean, I'm serene, I've got a couple of notes, I can afford my bills, and ultimately I'm as wealthy as I'll ever need to be. I've got an abundance of love and deep, meaningful relationships in my life, more than I've ever had. If I left this planet right here, right now, I'd be happy, because I've achieved something. For the first time ever, I've achieved something. So there's a moral in there somewhere. There's a big lesson in here, what I've just said, because it's all right. The truth of the matter is I haven't got any regrets. I can't afford to have. I don't have time for regrets. You see, I accept myself and I'm accepted by my loved ones for who I am today. not who somebody else thinks I should be, or not who I think I should be. You know, I'm accepted for being me by others and by myself. I'm accepted for being me. However, you know, if I could go back, which I can't, but if I could go back, you know, I think I would change things, you know. Now, that's not the same as regret, because we don't have a magic wand. We can't go back. But, you see, I suppose the moral here is we get what we visualise. We get what we want. I wanted to be nothing. I ended up being nothing. You see, the message here is, you know, we can be anything we want to be, you know. We can be anything we want to be. You know, my advice to anybody who's young enough would be, you know, dream big. Have a goal, you know. Have a goal. Shoot for the moon. You know, aim for the stars. Because, you know, we can be anything we want to be. You know, in 13 months, I got exactly what I wanted in 13 months. So just imagine what I could have had, you know, if I'd got my life on track 20 years previous. Yeah, it shoulda, coulda, woulda, but there's a valuable lesson in there, you know. There certainly is. You know, the moral of the story is aim high, you know, and you can be anything you want to be. I'm off to Alice's to watch the boxing. Bye-bye for now, people. Big love.